Boxing fans, welcome back to Legends of Combat. Today, we have a hype and preview video of huge ramifications in the heavyweight division as WBO, IBF, and WBA heavyweight champ and massive -1200 favorite Alexander Usyk will try to continue his incredible career in boxing and heavyweight run, facing off against the huge underdog, mandatory challenger Daniel Dubois.
I'm ready for, coming for you, Usyk.
Usyk is widely regarded as one of the best Ukrainian boxers of all time, winning the 2012 Olympic heavyweight gold medal and is one of only 3 boxers ever to have unified the cruiserweight world titles and become a world heavyweight champion. With his incredible technical and fundamental striking and defensive skills, as well as his composure, patience and elusiveness, we'll review Usyk's triumphant world title fights, his technical and physical methods to victory, and discuss why Usyk is the massive favorite in this fight and what strategies he can employ to continue dominating the heavyweight division. Of course, anything can happen in a fight, especially in the power-heavy heavyweight division. We'll see why Daniel Dubois certainly has a puncher's chance and how he can utilize his pressure, power and size and physicality, range and mental toughness to pull off a historic upset. Stay on the edge of your seat, fight fans, as we hype this World Heavyweight Championship matchup. Be sure to comment your thoughts and like and subscribe to our channel. Alexander Usyk's journey through the world of boxing has been nothing short of extraordinary, marked by a series of remarkable achievements that have solidified his status as one of the sport's modern legends. His story begins with an extremely impressive amateur boxing career that saw him win a gold medal at light heavyweight at the 2008 European Championships, and in 2011 he defeated current light heavyweight champion Artur Beterbiev to win the World Amateur Boxing Championships to qualify for the 2012 Olympics, where he won the heavyweight division gold medal in the 2012 London Games, where he showcased his exceptional skills on the international stage, foreshadowing the greatness that lay ahead. After transitioning to the professional ranks, Usyk's rise was meteoric. His foray into the cruiserweight division was highlighted by a series of decisive victories that led him to the coveted WBO Cruiserweight Championship. His unification bout against Maioris Briedis was a display of his tactical brilliance and ring intelligence as he expertly maneuvered around his opponent's strengths to secure victory. The World Boxing Super Series final against Murad Gassiev showcased his ability to adapt, as he utilized a mix of footwork, defensive prowess, and calculated counterpunching to capture multiple world titles. Perhaps the crowning moment of Usyk's cruiserweight reign was his victory over Tony Bellew. Usyk showcased his full array of skills, including his piston-like jab, footwork mastery, and well-timed combinations, culminating in a triumphant knockout victory that solidified his place as the undisputed cruiserweight champion of the world. However, Usyk's ambitions didn't stop there. His audacious move to the heavyweight division saw him step up to face the larger, more powerful opponents in boxing's premier weight class. His battles against Chaz Witherspoon and Derek Chisora demonstrated his adaptability as he navigated the challenges posed by the heavyweight landscape. But it was his 2 fights against Anthony Joshua that showcased the pinnacle of his achievements. Usyk's first victory against Joshua was a lesson in strategic brilliance, where his footwork, ring awareness, and calculated offense earned him a unanimous decision win. In their rematch, Usyk evolved further, adding power to his arsenal and showcasing his ability to adapt and thrive in the heavyweight realm. Let's discuss in more detail how Usyk has utilized his incredible skill set to rise above the rest of the competition and become a multiple division champ. Alexander Usyk's boxing prowess is a captivating blend of both defensive finesse and offensive virtuosity, harmoniously orchestrated within the squared circle. At the heart of his strategy lies the mastery of his jab, an elegant and potent weapon that extends beyond mere punch execution. With strategic intent, his jab becomes a conductor's baton, deftly controlling the range, tempo, and rhythm of the bout. Its rapid precision sets the pace, and its accurate probing sets the stage for an ensemble of combinations that confound opponents. As he moves, his footwork is a dance, painting elaborate patterns across the canvas. It's not just about evading punches, it's about artfully positioning himself to exploit openings, effortlessly shifting angles to orchestrate the perfect strike. Usyk's defensive symphony takes shape through an intricate weave of techniques. His head movement is mesmerizing, a choreography of slips and ducks that make opponents' punches sail through the air. His elusiveness is a symphony in evasion, frustrating foes by slipping away from danger's embrace. In the clinch, he controls the rhythm, a conductor commanding the beat, effectively neutralizing foes in close quarters. However, it's not just about defense. It's about transforming it into offense. His counterpunching prowess is virtuoso, a delicate balance between anticipation and reaction, striking with precision as opponents overextend themselves. The complexity of Usyk's boxing intelligence is evident in his adaptive melodies. He reads opponents' notes and anticipates their movements, adjusting his tune with split-second decisions. It's an orchestration of ring awareness, enabling him to exploit vulnerabilities with surgical accuracy. In this symphony of skills, he wields an array of attacks, hooks, uppercuts, and straight punches, seamlessly transitioning between them like movements of a symphonic piece. His calm patience and unshakable composure amplify his mastery, letting him conduct the fight's tempo with calculated precision.
We will see. Very intrigued fight. We do not underestimate Daniel Dubois. We know he's big, he can punch, he has a reach, but my man's seen all of that before, so it's not going to be news.
In the ring, Usyk's performances are compositions that combine these techniques into a harmonious whole, transcending the sport into artistry. His boxing is a symphony of tactics and techniques that flow together, creating an awe-inspiring masterpiece in motion. These skills collectively make Alexander Usyk a force to be reckoned with in the boxing world. His technical brilliance, adaptability, and ability to execute a multifaceted strategy make him a true artist in the ring. Now, we'll examine the specific fights where Usyk used these skill sets to overpower and technically outpoint his opponents. In his 2018 boxing battles against Mairis Briedis and Tony Bellew, Alexander Usyk's transcendent skill set unfurled, affirming his status as a boxing virtuoso. Against Briedis, his jab mastery and ring IQ sculpted the fight's narrative, dictating tempo while punctuating precision. The symphony of his footwork and angles rendered him a maestro of evasion, gracefully circumnavigating Briedis' attacks and shaping the ring's dimensions to his will. In the realm of defense, Usyk's defensive evasion was a dance of elusive brilliance, orchestrating head movement and slips to artfully dodge Briedis' threats and craft opportunities for riposts. His combination punching was the crescendo, an intricate tapestry woven seamlessly as he adapted, a medley of jabs, hooks, and uppercuts that wove frustration into his adversary's strategy. Usyk's adaptability was the conductor's baton, orchestrating shifts that silenced Briedis' attempts to overpower, leading to a tough majority decision victory, retaining his WBO cruiserweight title. Facing Tony Bellew, Usyk painted his canvas with counterpunching, a portrait of precision, reading openings and retorting with pinpoint strikes that underscored his calculated prowess. The breadth of his variety of attacks and combinations was unveiled, a multi-dimensional symphony of hooks, uppercuts, and straights that left Bellew harmonizing with the canvas. His ring IQ and adaptability unfolded as a strategic revelation. Usyk's ring awareness adjusting and finessing his tactics in real time, employing patience and composure to wait for Bellew's vulnerability before delivering a flawless finishing crescendo. In these defining moments, Usyk's skill set was a virtuosic orchestra, the harmonious symphony of his boxing intellect and execution that resonated with dominance, leaving an indelible imprint on his legacy in the world of pugilism. Ultimately, Usyk knocked out Bellew with a beautiful combo which ended in a devastating sharp left hook, dropping him to the canvas. The victory continued Usyk's dominant run at cruiserweight, remaining undisputed, allowing him to pursue even further greatness, moving up to the heavyweight division to compete for the World Heavyweight Championship. Usyk versus Derek Chisora. In his triumphant debut in the heavyweight division against Derek Chisora, Alexander Usyk's boxing mastery seamlessly fused into both offensive and defensive symphonies. His use of the jab evolved into a strategic masterpiece, simultaneously controlling distance and rhythm, while his agile footwork and artful angles created a defensive ballet, eluding Chisora's power punches and setting up opportunities for precise counters. This defensive dance extended further with his head movement and skilled slips, allowing Usyk to minimize damage while evading Chisora's attacks. On the offensive front, his combination punching took center stage as he orchestrated a variety of punches to both body and head, showcasing his boxing IQ. Demonstrating ring awareness, he harnessed the power of clinches to disrupt Chisora's rhythm and ensure control of the pace. Through a poised and patient approach, Usyk's symphony of skills orchestrated a unanimous decision victory, securing the WBO Intercontinental Heavyweight title and marking a promising foray into the heavyweight ranks. His next two fights against Anthony Joshua, the British heavyweight golden boy, really demonstrated how skillful and artistry-like Usyk's boxing had become and how he used it to become the heavyweight champ. Usyk versus Anthony Joshua won. In their first clash, Usyk employed his skill sets to craft a strategic masterpiece against the towering Anthony Joshua, showcasing his ability to adapt to the heavyweight division. The inaugural encounter between Alexander Usyk and Anthony Joshua in the heavyweight realm was a masterclass in tactical finesse and high-stakes drama. Usyk's ability to adapt his skills to the rigors of the division was striking. Employing his jab mastery and ring IQ, he wielded his jab as a formidable weapon to control the tempo of the fight and dictate the distance, effectively neutralizing Joshua's power shots. Usyk's footwork and angles proved pivotal in navigating the monumental challenge of Joshua's imposing stature. He circled the ring with a symphony of movement, keeping Joshua off balance and minimizing the opportunities for his opponent to unleash his devastating blows. In the crucible of the heavyweight division, Usyk's defensive evasion and patience shone, enabling him to elude Joshua's power punches with astute head movement and slips. This calculated defense allowed him to wait for openings to counter with precision. The stakes were towering, with titles and legacies on the line, infusing every move with significance. As the pressure intensified, Usyk's ring IQ and adaptability played a pivotal role. He identified Joshua's tendencies, tactically seizing upon openings with counterpunching brilliance. This clash was emblematic of the high-stakes nature of heavyweight championship fights, with every tactical maneuver magnified by the weight of history and expectations. Usyk's multi-dimensional approach culminated in a victory that reverberated far beyond the ring, solidifying his status as a true heavyweight contender. Usyk vs. Anthony Joshua 2. The monumental rematch between Alexander Usyk and Anthony Joshua was a canvas upon which technical brilliance and colossal pressure converged. Usyk's evolution was palpable, with a refined offensive variety that elevated his prowess. He unveiled a newfound power, infusing his punches with added weight to contend with the heavyweight landscape. This adjustment transformed his offense into a symphony of impact, keeping Joshua on the defensive and altering the dynamic of the fight. Amidst the intense pressure of the rematch, Usyk's strategic acumen was evident through his clinch control and adaptation. He strategically utilized clinches to control the pace and distance, effectively neutralizing Joshua's inside game. This adaptive approach showcased Usyk's mastery in maneuvering the nuances of heavyweight combat. Every punch reverberated with the magnitude of the titles and their accompanying legacies. Usyk's combination punching and counter-punching reached new dimensions as he orchestrated multifaceted combinations that kept Joshua guessing. His hooks, uppercuts, and straight punches flowed with precision, creating a dynamic offense that disrupted Joshua's rhythm and kept him off balance. The technical ballet was an embodiment of the heavyweight championship's gravity, with each strategic move mirroring the weight of history and expectation. Usyk's unwavering defensive evasion and head movement continued to shield him from Joshua's power punches, showcasing his ability to minimize damage while maintaining composure under fire. Throughout the fight, Usyk's mastery of the ring IQ and adaptability became the cornerstone of his success. He astutely read Joshua's adjustments, capitalizing on openings with well-timed counters and exploiting the ebb and flow of the battle. This display of strategic intelligence underscored the high-stakes nature of heavyweight championship fights, where tactical finesse intertwines with mental fortitude. Usyk's multidimensional approach, fortified by his technical versatility, enabled him to navigate the complex narrative of a rematch that extended far beyond the ropes. The victory spoke not just of his boxing prowess, but of his ability to thrive amidst the relentless pressure of the grandest stage in pugilism.
Don't bet against the Ukrainian. I think Tyson wins that fight, but Usyk is going to give him everything that he has.
In these two fights against Anthony Joshua, Usyk's skill sets evolved to adapt to the challenges of the heavyweight division. The first fight emphasized his strategic finesse, utilizing his jab, footwork, and defensive skills to outmaneuver Joshua. In the rematch, Usyk added power to his punches, diversified his offense, and demonstrated a greater willingness to engage in exchanges. These fights showcase how Usyk's skill sets can be tailored to exploit opponent weaknesses and create new dimensions in his boxing arsenal. These examples highlight how crucial title fights. His ability to adapt, counterpunch, and use his jab as a strategic tool exemplifies his mastery of the sweet science. In these bouts, his skill sets were not just tools, but instruments that he expertly orchestrated to achieve victory against top-level opponents.
They're saying Daniel Dubois is not ready. Are you ready?
100% I'm ready.
He was born ready.
Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois, a rising force in the world of boxing, embodies a versatile array of skills that shape his trajectory. Among these, his defining power-punching prowess echoes loudly. Renowned for his capacity to unleash fight-altering knockout blows from either hand, Dubois' raw punching power stands as a hallmark of his presence in the ring. Complementing this, his adept jab and range control technique enables him to command the engagement's spatial dynamics, positioning himself strategically to deliver his punishing hooks and crosses effectively. The breadth of Dubois' proficiency extends to crafting dynamic combinations. He orchestrates intricate series of punches, infusing unpredictability into his attacks by alternating between body and head targets. This artful strategy keeps opponents perpetually unsettled, struggling to predict and counter his multi-pronged onslaught. His aptitude for targeting the body with hooks and uppercuts is a testament to his tactical acumen, meticulously breaking down adversaries and establishing opportunities for subsequent strikes. With his relentless aggressive and forward pressure approach, Dubois employs his physicality to close in on opponents, establishing dominance and shaping the fight's tempo. To triumph over an opponent like Alexander Usyk, Dubois can harness his commanding strengths. Leveraging his power punching, Dubois must seek opportunities to deliver his knockout blows, capitalizing on Usyk's potential vulnerability to heavy punches. Employing his size advantage, Dubois should strive to control the range, using his jab and range control to keep Usyk at bay and minimize the effectiveness of Usyk's evasive footwork. By combining these attributes with a calculated blend of combinations and targeted body shots, Dubois can weaken Usyk's defenses and assert dominance. Adhering to his aggressive and forward pressure style, Dubois can disrupt Usyk's rhythm and disrupt his game plan. While paying attention to refining his defensive techniques, Dubois should aim to exploit openings and capitalize on his counterpunching skills when Usyk attempts to assert control. Strategically wielding these techniques, Dubois can position himself to seize victory over a formidable opponent like Usyk. From his Olympic triumph to his unification of the cruiserweight division and his subsequent conquest of the heavyweight ranks, Alexander Usyk's journey has been a testament to his technical brilliance, adaptability, and unwavering determination. His successes have solidified his place among boxing's elite and continue to captivate fans around the world as he seeks new challenges and opportunities on his remarkable path. Will Usyk continue his dominant run? Or will Dubois stun the boxing world and pull off the biggest upset in the heavyweight division since Andy Ruiz defeated Anthony Joshua? We won't know until the fight, making this the intriguing matchup and anticipated heavyweight bout of the summer. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to comment, like and subscribe to our channel to stay tuned for exciting content.